at all these people. Awesome.
Hey.
And we're live on Facebook too. So I'll be monitoring that to see if anybody types in any messages for us.
Awesome. Okay,
Stephanie.
good, good. Hey, everyone. How's everyone doing? You can
Feel free to
unmute.
or share in the chat.
Now we're still getting some coming on.
Oh, geez, Louise.
Well, this is fun. See everybody popping up here, all these smiling
Yeah.
faces. Julie, I like your border with all the happy faces.
Thank you. How are you, Lana?
I am in DeSoto, Kansas.
Yes, I know. I met you in St. Charles, Missouri for the Region 7.
Yes, that's right. You did.
I was the one that rode the motorcycle down.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yes. Have you jumped on
interesting.
the committee for IIMC?
I have, well, I'm on the International Relations Committee and I am reapplying for that as well as applying for the conference committee.
Awesome. Good for you.
Good.
Oh, the International Relations Committee is a great committee. Sharon Kassler is an amazing gal with that. Good for you.
Yes. And then I'm also, I got involved with the Foundation Development Committee as well. So I'm working with them and Vinny out in, I believe it's New Jersey. So, but I don't know if you know, I moved from Illinois to Colorado.
No, I did not know that.
Yes. So I am now in Region 8.
Well, that's all right. No matter where you go, IIMC has you covered with good people.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see your smiling faces out there. And there's my friend Marie Moe jumping on.
There's
Hi,
Marie. Oh, unmute yourself.
You know, I've only been on Zoom how long today? I should know that better. Just wanted to pop in and wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Hope everybody is staying safe and healthy and have a great holiday.
Merry
Thank
You
Christmas.
too, Marie.
Christmas.
Yeah, thank you. Same to you. Did you ever get your car repaired? Get that all situation from your deer?
I got it back the 1st of December, so it's all back in one piece. They picked up the deer finally along the side of the interstate, so I don't have to stare at him every time I drive by. And so
You should have told them you wanted the horns. You could have put them on the hood for Christmas.
hey, there you go. I said, they didn't even ask me if I wanted him. Not that I want him to even eat, but it's like, huh.
Yeah.
Well, we missed you at the board meeting.
I know. I've really missed being there. I was glad we had the opportunity to jump on Zoom, but it's not the same.
No, it isn't.
No, it's just, I mean, it was a great tool and that, but still it's like, I've just got my fingers crossed that we can be in Grand Rapids, everybody next year.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
For us people who are huggers, it's been a really rough few months.
Oh man. It is so hard. And we just had a retirement thing. Well, kind of a thing for our police or fire chief. And it's like, okay, we can't invite people, we have to have you spaced and only so many here. And it's just not the same. It's like, could you work for at least next 6 or 8 months until we get through this so we can have a proper retirement?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the same with the same with our city manager. He's retiring too. And, can't have the party and the big get together to really, recognize him as he should be, and it's been difficult.
Everybody understands, but still it's like, oh my goodness,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of need that. Pam, how's your shoulder?
It's much better. Thank you for asking.
Oh, good.
I finally see I'm going to survive this surgery. And for a while there, I didn't think I was going to survive at all.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that.
I love your headgear, Pam.
Thank you very much. I got a whole bag full of them. I wear a different one every day.
You're like Diane Whitley down in Arkansas with her ugly sweater every day.
There you go. It's all in fun during the holidays.
Mhm.
I think that's
Definitely.
important too, especially now we need to bring some fun.
We
Back
do.
Mhm. Absolutely.
So, well, speaking
Absolutely.
of fun, I see that Miss Jan Doubt from my IMC has jumped on here.
Hey,
Hi, Jan.
you're muted, Jan.
You still have you're muted.
Hello again. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. And I thought I'd just drop on and say hello to everybody and get back to work here real soon. But I just want to take a moment to say hello.
It's okay. Chris isn't there. You can party with us.
Oh,
You know, Chris mentioned he might get on and have a beer.
well, it's happy hour.
But I don't see him, so.
Big
Well, I
talker.
can ask the executive committee the first question, the top question, which is, why have we decided to make this a happy hour instead of coffee with Mary?
I don't know. Just sounded fun. You know, we'll pick the coffees back up in January, but I just thought that, hey, let's just do something in an afternoon, have a little fun, and you know, with the holidays, and have a good time.
Well, fun, like we just said, is a good and important reason.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. And I was glad that Pamela and Lana and Sherry said, yeah, let's do this. We'll all get on. So it all worked out. So
Well, it doesn't hurt since we can't be together to see each other's faces and say Merry Christmas.
That's
mhm,
right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I see some
Definitely.
very pretty faces on here of clerks that I have not personally met. So, hello, everyone. I'm Lana.
Hi, Lana.
Hello.
Anita, you're muted.
Who's ready for a real conference and
There
lots
we
of
go.
gifts from all over.
Yes.
Live people.
Absolutely.
Now, has everybody sent in their registration already, or?
It's on my
Waiting after-
desk.
Good.
Yep.
I am actually
Rolled
already
over, mine rolled over from last year. So
Yeah, mine did too.
yeah, so I was happy about that. And I've told my, the vaccination team here at the city, I said, sign me up as a volunteer to help get people vaccinated. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I know. I think a lot of people are like that.
Yeah. I want to be able to see all you guys in May. I'm just, it'll be
I
wonderful.
know.
Grand Rapids is beautiful, by the way. The hotel in Grand Rapids, for those of us that were there in November, it's beautiful.
It is. It is. And it's really two buildings. You have the old, beautiful, ornate building or hotel part of it. And then now they're working on the tower. They have a tower as well, which is new. I think, Lana, did you stay in the tower when you were there a few years ago?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
And it's very nice too. We weren't able to get into there to that part of the hotel because they're replacing all the windows. They figured with COVID and being shut down now would be a good time to do some repairs and updates to the hotel. So We didn't get
It
to
is
see
a beautiful place. It truly is.
Yeah.
And the library is just a walk across the river on a really nice, like park bridge type thing. I don't know how to explain it because it was colder than blazes or colder than Christmas when I was there before, snowing and spitting rain when I attended a region meeting there. But it's a beautiful place, and the
Mhm.
Gerald Ford Library is very unique.
Yeah.
So I know that you all saw Stacy's chat, or if you didn't, we have a new clerk. Stacy, wave at us and smile those beautiful dimples that you have.
Hi,
Welcome to
Stacy.
clerkdom.
Hi,
She's a
Stacy.
fellow, she's a fellow Ohioan.
That's right. I was
She
all
just-
psyched to go to the St. Louis conference, and of course, you know what happened. That would have been my first. So I'm looking forward to Grand Rapids.
Awesome.
Awesome.
She
So
took,
are we.
Yeah, she took Levette's spot. Levette retired, as some
Oh.
of you know.
Oh,
Yes.
So,
Love Levette.
And
Love Levette.
she is still a big part of everything I do, and she knows how to Zoom, and she would have just fit right in. It wouldn't have taken her long at all to catch on to all this.
I just
Looks
heard
like
from
you're
her
catching
this
them.
morning.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yes, we keep up a pretty good chat here about once a week or so. Somebody has to try to keep me lined up. Full-time job, you know.
Well, let's go through. Julie, you said you're in Colorado now.
Correct. I'm
Okay.
with the city of Evans.
Okay. Now, next to you, and I'm going by how I see it on my screen, it says city clerk. So we don't know where you're from. You could unmute yourself.
I'm
There you go.
Julie Sellers from the city of Nortonville.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Next to you is Anita.
Hi, I'm Anita Sheldon. I'm from Manchester, Vermont. Some of you may or may not know Linda Spence. I took over for Linda when she
yes.
unexpectedly passed away in 2014.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
And
Nice
if
to-
Linda were here right now, she would be saying cheers and Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
Awesome
or
lady.
she'd be shaking her ice cubes in her glass saying, ha ha ha, suckers, I got out of 2020 and you didn't.
Exactly. Great gal, Linda.
All right, Diane.
I'm from Erie Township, Michigan, and actually I'm the retired deputy clerk. I choose to keep my certification. My husband's an open heart surgery patient of a few years back, and you never know when you're going to have to jump full-time back into the craziness. I just recently got elected for another term to the Park Commission. I started with that back in 1996, so call me crazy, I'm still at it. And I'm the recording secretary for the Monroe County Clerks Association, as well as a certified election inspector, which I started back in 2000.
Wow.
Awesome. Good for
busy.
you.
Keeps me out of trouble,
Good.
so to
good.
speak.
Marie.
Hi, I'm Marie Mo. I'm from the city of Portage, Wisconsin.
And she's a Region 6 director.
Oh, yes, that too. Sorry.
And Stacy, you had put a chat in where you were from, Ashtabula, Ohio,
Yes.
where they get tons of snow.
It's snowing right now.
Yeah, it is here in Westerville too. All right, next to you is Krista.
Hi, everyone. I'm Krista James. I am from San Bernardino, California, and I support the board at the San Bernardino County Employee Retirement Association. And this is the very first meeting I've ever attended from this organization. I just joined last month. Yes, and so I'm really excited to be a part and to get certified and meet all of you lovely ladies and just dive right in. So thanks for having me.
Oh, thank
Welcome.
you.
Welcome.
Nice to meet you. Hey, and Melissa.
Melissa did introduce herself in chat from the
Oh,
town
did
of
she?
Louisville, Alabama.
Okay, great. And Susan.
Hi, I'm Susan. I'm the city clerk for the city of Greenwood Village. In my office, I have a mask on. I don't want to show my face, but I really wanted to hear some really nice voices.
Susan, you're going in and out. We can hear you a little bit.
Let me talk closer to my computer. I have a mask on.
Okay.
I just wanted to hear some really happy voices. It's been a really sad time over here, and I just want to welcome Julie to Colorado. I hope I get to see you soon. But I am from Greenwood Village, Colorado. I'm in the southern part of Denver. And I invite anybody to come visit us. All your smiles.
Thanks, Susan.
We're happy to see you.
All right, did I miss anyone? I don't think so. Welcome. I'm Mary Johnston. I'm IIMC president, and I'm from Westerville, Ohio. Pamela?
I like your friends behind you, Mary.
Thank you.
I'm Pamela Smith. I recently retired from Sanibel Island, Florida, and now I'm the legislative administrator. I can't hardly remember my new position name for Lee County, Florida. So I've been here almost a month. So welcome everybody. It's good to see all your smiling faces. And I'm the, what am I? The vice president.
Yeah.
What have you been drinking?
Miss Lana.
I'm Lana McPherson, the city of DeSoto, Kansas, and I am your IIMC past president and also otherwise known as Clerk Mama.
Sherry.
Hi, everybody. So I am the city clerk for the city of Valdez, Alaska. And of course, it's snowing outside today. I am the incoming president. So I'm president-elect. And I will be so happy to see all of you. So
yeah,
it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
It will happen.
Yep.
Yeah, unless the state says, the regulations won't allow us, or the hotel, but that would be the only thing that would hold it up.
So positive thoughts. Yes.
Positive.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Karen.
Well, I'm Karen Lee. I'm the communications coordinator for IIMC. Thanks to Zoom, I've had a chance to meet several of you, and I'm not sure that I would have had as prolific a chance to meet so many people, so many lovely people. I love my job. I started about 8 days before the world changed. And so it's been a whole different experience to take on communications remotely. It's definitely, you see a lot of ways you can help in terms of what's going on. Communications is a way we can connect with each other. And we're hoping, what we're working on, what my goal is to increase opportunities and ease of connecting clerks in 2021.
Thank you. And Jan, do you want to say a few more things? You're muted. You're muted.
It's hard to mute me. That's the thing. I don't understand that. I'm, for anybody who doesn't know me, I'm Director of Member Services for IIMC. My name is Janice Doubt. And just wanted to touch base with everybody here and just let you know that the staff is working and we're working hard for you guys. And we're here. And if you need us, give us a call all the time. So I'm going to beg off now because I got to get back to work. So God bless.
Bye,
Have a
Jan.
Merry Christmas.
Bye, Jan.
Bye-bye,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas. Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Thank
Christmas.
you.
Bye-bye.
So does everyone have their shopping done?
No.
I think I have. I did more online shopping than I ever thought I'd do in my whole life.
Me
Hate it.
too. Oh, and as a little aside from that, if you bought through Amazon Smile for the IIMC Foundation, we had a really good turnout. Hold on here just a second. I just had an update on that about how much money we were able to get a check. Amazon Smile sent a check to the IIMC Foundation for $101.35.
Yay.
So
Awesome.
that goes
Okay.
to city clerk
Yeah.
scholarships for education. So be sure you tell all your family and friends to shop Amazon Smile and choose the IIMC Foundation. It's every penny helps. It adds up. $101.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. That's awesome. I think I'm done. I finished up over the weekend and I did some in store and some online. Tried to support the small businesses here in Westerville and so just a little different experience this year.
Yes, very different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do for Christmas since I'm here in Colorado by myself. All my family is back in Illinois. I don't know if I'm going to travel back there or not. If I do, I have to make arrangements for my 2 dogs, or I have to load them in the car and travel 10 hours each way back and forth with them.
What part of Illinois, Julie?
I'm from, before I was in Buffalo Grove, which was in the northwest suburbs of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So I worked for Buffalo Grove for 21 years before I left, and I was their deputy clerk for about 7 years.
Okay. I'm trying to think who the clerk is in Buffalo Grove.
It is Janet Sarabian.
Yes, that's it. I know her.
She's been the clerk there for about 40 years.
I was going to say for a long time.
Yes, yes. So,
Yeah, for a long
however,
time.
I'm very happy for my new opportunity here, and I am getting familiar with the area, getting familiar with the differences in the nuances between your statutes from Illinois to Colorado, and I've met a few friends here already, so I'm settling in nicely.
Nice.
Good. That's a pretty area.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Someone had mentioned, I think, Julie, you mentioned signing up for IIMC committees, and I'm hoping everyone here on the call or on the Zoom meeting considers, serving on a committee for IIMC. There's many different, international relations. There's conference. There's professional development, policy. So if you haven't thought about it, I strongly encourage you to get your application in. I believe the deadline to apply is January 15th. And the executive committee will be meeting in February to go over all those committees and make the assignments. So go out, take a look at IMC's website, and you can apply. I think you can apply up to 3. Am I correct on that?
Think so.
Yeah. So, if there's a couple that interest you, send them in.
Yeah, you generally have like first choice and then second and third choice.
Yeah.
And but if any of you have any questions about those committees, I mean, shoot us an email. And we'd be glad to, talk to you about that. But or just email us in general. We'd be glad to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I'm glad you brought this up because I just noticed on the email, and I probably wouldn't have if you wouldn't have brought it up, that the current committee members have to resubmit an application. Okay.
Correct.
All right. I'll have to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not automatically reappointed. So
Okay.
send in.
But I could be in any one of them if I'd like.
Yes, certainly.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
How
And
frequent do
think,
your
of,
committees
and
meet?
think about down. Oh, I'm sorry, Anita. Go ahead.
How frequent do your committees meet?
I think it depends. Each committee might meet more than others.
Mhm.
I know policy. Yeah,
Jumping
policy.
in,
What's
where
that?
would if I were jumping in, where would I start to get my feet wet without inundating myself?
Hmm.
I'm on the mentoring and membership committee, and that we've had one conference call, and basically it's just been emails back and forth, and going over the new members, and reviewing old members and seeing the reasons why that they're not added anymore. And then if a clerk at a city that had a member retire or leave, we kind of just double check that that person is one of the new members, so that we're making sure to meet everybody and get everybody with IIMC.
Okay,
The International Relations Committee, we've had 3 virtual conference calls, as well as just a few emails back and forth. So I don't think the committee, participation is very time consuming, but it is very valuable.
Another committee that I always enjoyed serving on was conference committee as well.
I did apply for that one.
You did? Yeah, I always enjoyed working on that committee.
I was looking forward to helping with the study abroad program, I know, which originally was slated for 2021. And I now see that it was pushed to 2022.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But they're still working, making the plans. I think the agenda for that, they're going to, keep it the same. There might be some tweaks to it when we get closer to 2022, but I think they were going to kind of keep the whole program somewhat as they had planned in 2021. So, and that would be, I think that was in September of 2022 it will be.
Right.
So mark your calendars for that as well.
Yes, save your pennies, because as our Dutch friends say, keep in touch with the Dutch, and they are planning a great conference. And I know all of us on the executive committee, we've talked about it, and but they could not, with the situation like it is, it's still in planning stages due to getting confirmation from the hotels as well as the conference speakers. And I don't know, Mary, you may have more information on that, but I think everything, the last I talked to Hans, everything is kind of just in placeholder status right now.
Right. Yeah. Right. So they know they can, the travel and the international travel, as we all know, is non-existent. So, and you were going to say something, Sherry?
Oh, yeah, I was just going to mention that the education committee next year will be, they'll be looking at a program for clerks who've obtained their MMC. They'll be looking at a continuing education program for those clerks. So they'll be tasked with doing that. And so that'll be pretty interesting. And I'm really excited about hearing the recommendations that come out of the committee for that. But that's, Mary has given that direction to that committee. So if you're interested in that, that'll be a fun thing to work on.
Right. Hey,
Hi, Joel.
Hey, Joel.
Joel,
your headwear.
Joel, we were talking about the conference, so here's an opportunity to promote Grand Rapids.
Well, there's my office. Well, I'm not there, but my virtual office, I guess. No, I just got off the phone with the IIMC board, the Michigan board, and just making sure we're moving forward, and we're meeting with the county board, and making sure we're all getting on the same page. Just trying to make sure this election's over for us too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Joe.
I guess January 20 at noon, the election will be over, right?
Yes.
I feel your pain.
I just wanted to be done, but no, we're looking forward to it. Our legislature just put us to virtual meetings till March 31st. So I am, if you ever need anything about WebEx, I am the king of WebEx now. But So, you know, we keep monitoring, you know, what's happening here. We're still in all restaurant shut down still December 20th. So obviously we'll be monitoring that through all of our preparations as well.
Yeah, good.
No,
And we also, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, there's just so many unknowns, just like last year's conference too. So it'll be one to remember.
Yeah. And I see Mary Ann is on. Mary Ann, you want to introduce yourself? Oh, you're on mute.
Hello, everyone. It's so good to see everyone again.
Hi, Mary Ann.
I'm the city clerk, finance director in Laurel, Mississippi, and I am happy to join you today. And so I'm really excited about the conference next year, and I'm looking forward to attending.
We all are. Yes. We are all looking forward to it.
Ladies and Joel, I'm so sorry I have to get going. I'm running into a budget meeting. So thank you so much for letting me join, and I hope to meet you guys in Grand Rapids.
Thanks, Anita.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I need to sign off as well. On to other business. Good to see everybody. Good to see you, Joel, from the great state of Michigan. Go Wolverines and go blue. And everybody have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Diane. The same to you.
Diane.
Thank you.
Take care.
You
Bye,
too.
Diane.
Bye now.
Bye.
My daughter just got her permit, so I went out driving with her for a little bit. I'm like, oh, I better pop on here a minute just to say hey.
You survived.
I survived. I wanted to make sure my heart could take it.
Is it snowing up there?
Oh no, we just for West Michigan, usually we get hammered. It's been more in the Detroit area this winter, which is kind of amazing. So
Yeah.
just dusting.
We probably have a couple inches. It's been snowing all day here in Westerville, so.
Yeah, it's all gone south, and if you're in the Northeast, you're gonna get it.
Right. Yeah. And I see we have someone else join us, Lauren. I don't know if did she send a chat or? Hey, Lauren. Oh, well, maybe she'll hop on.
Not everyone has what we've learned is not everyone has mic and mic camera capability.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a camera on your computer and you're trying to buy one now, I think they're just now starting to come back in stock because there was a huge run on them.
Yeah.
Well, until now, we didn't realize we even needed a camera on our computer.
Right.
We've become the Jetsons.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember when she couldn't get her face on, she held up like a little cardboard thing to cover her face.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where we're going for morning meetings.
One nice thing for Kentucky is the CARES Fund is paying for laptops that has these capabilities that we're needing because of COVID. So,
right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're right, Julie, because that's why I have this new Apple iPad that is about 3 generations newer than my personal one, because our council members are all going virtual now and not everyone had that capability. So COVID money paid for these as well.
we've gotten 4 new laptops so we can all work remotely if necessary. We've been kind of just changing out schedules here. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There are blessings of COVID. We've noticed, I don't know if you've been doing virtual meetings, but we've had a lot more people engaged in our city commission meetings because they can just call in. They don't have to come to City Hall and stand in line to wait to talk. They can do it from their, I mean, with a city of the size of Grand Rapids, we have obviously some more capabilities, but we've seen people definitely logging into our meetings more. whether that's good or bad, I don't know, but it's been a lot more public comment.
Yeah.
We're just
So-
small and have people show up, so we're still meeting in person right now, so. We did one Zoom meeting, but it didn't work very well for us.
Mhm.
We have one council member that's not got any email or any kind of way of communicating, so makes it hard.
Mm-hmm.
Our meetings being virtual have now become shorter, so I haven't minded that.
Me either.
They kind of get to the point and then they're done and it's like, yeah.
Well, that's true. Council members are a little less verbose.
Yes.
That's
The
what I was
public-
gonna say.
Yeah.
My counselors have kind of zipped it up a little bit more than normal.
Mm-hmm. Well, Sherry was telling me earlier that she had a meeting last night till midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, been there, done that.
Yep, that's fun. And then my mayor resigned about last week. Last week, my mayor resigned. So
Oh, no.
yeah, it just 2020 just continues to surprise us, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, yeah, we don't do we do not our regular council meetings. I still have some members that call in telephonically, but we don't do like Zoom or go to meeting for our meetings. But but I have to laugh because there's a lot of YouTube videos going up from things that have went wrong, and so so I know that Don Abrahamson, they had a commission meeting that that pretty much went viral because that went wrong. But you have to laugh at some of them. They are pretty comical.
Mm-hmm. You do. Got to keep your sense of humor, that's for sure.
You do, and you just have to pray that it doesn't happen to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We were doing in person and now we're back to virtual again. So it's just, back and forth, back and forth.
We're doing hybrid meetings, so partially in person and part Zoom, which is a little difficult to monitor back and forth while you're also trying to monitor audience participation, while you're also trying to forward your presentations and your agenda, and just coordinate everything at one time with one person. So that's been a little challenging, but it's, starting to get into the routine of it. And we had our council meeting last night. That was about 4 hours. So it was a late night for me last night as well. But I do want to thank Joel for bringing the drinks. We could all use one right now.
I like it. Yeah.
So Susan, you sound stressed in Colorado and your neck of the woods. How are you guys doing? Okay.
In the midst of all of this, our city hall is under remodel, just right outside my office.
Your city hall is what? I'm sorry, you broke up a little bit.
The city hall is under remodel.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Mine too. Must be the season for it.
Jeez.
I've been in the office every day since we started this crisis in March. And yeah, it's been a real learning curve to be flexible and willing to just pitch in wherever you need it.
Yep.
You're dealing with paper cuts today. Hand sanitizer doesn't help.
Ouch. Sanitizer on top of the cut? That sounds very painful.
I've been trying to keep myself on mute so you don't hear all of the construction noise, but they seem to be very quiet now, so I'm suspicious of what's going on.
Well, maybe with city, I mean, is your city hall closed to the public, or maybe that's why they decided, well, let's do some construction and remodel, or?
Oh, no, we're open, and this is the
Okay.
entire lobby area, and
Mhm.
we did not shut down one day.
Wow.
That is something that I learned right away, is that clerks just keep going and going and going and going. And it never stops.
Right.
Well, you
Yeah.
did know we're like the Energizer Bunny. We just have to change our battery.
That's right. The more adversity they throw at us, the stronger we become.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Definitely.
All right, I'm going to sign off. I don't trust all you ladies without a male chaperone, but all right.
Oh,
Well,
way
Merry
to go.
We'll see you in
Merry
May,
Christmas.
Joel.
We'll see you in May. Looking
We'll see
forward
ya.
to it.
Thank you, Joel. Merry
Yep.
Christmas.
Thanks,
Merry
Joel.
Christmas.
Merry
Let us know if you need anything.
I will. I will.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I like that background he had. That was nice.
Kind of makes you thirsty, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'll
You
just
know,
have
I was-
some water.
Sure.
When we were in Grand Rapids, I was talking to Joel about, what they were going through with election, the whole elections thing. And I tell you, I just take my hat off to them. They have done just a phenomenal job and been put through hell. And I just, and they continue to do it with a smile. So,
yeah.
I agree, Sherry. The clerks that have to handle the elections, I know Marie's one of them. I don't know how many of you handle elections in your city. I'm fortunate in that our county handles all the elections from local council members all the way up. So I've never had to deal with that. And I'll tell you, the clerks that have to handle elections, whoo, you go. We're proud of you. And we say lots of prayers for all of you.
And we need
Yes.
them.
yes.
I think the last lawsuit was just settled before our Supreme Court day before yesterday, and now it's already appealed. So on we go. And we have a state legislature that is held a public hearing last Friday. The only persons of the public could speak were invited guests, which were attorneys for the president, news commentators, everybody who had everything to criticize, not knowing how the rules were, that everything was wrong. So it's like the legislatures, unfortunately, here in our state, are the majority party right now is listening to those people instead of the clerks that are saying, hey, we're following the laws and doing it like it's supposed to be. We can't help all the other comments and things going on outside of us. So, whew.
Hey, Marie, did you have to do the recount?
Fortunately, we did not.
Okay.
Dane County, which is
You were
just
in Dane
3 miles
County.
to the south of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were drawn into the recount, but no, thankfully we missed that. We were ready. One way I was kind of hoping that we did, because it's like, see, we did it right.
Mhm.
But then again, I was glad we didn't have to go through it. But yeah, the recount now has spurred all the more lawsuits because everybody's complaining about the rules of the recount. I think they wanted a whole election instead of just recounting the ballots. So unfortunately, in the whole world, that's kind of the climate that we're in. We're right now answering questions yet from our voters that, well, we didn't fill out an application. It's like, no, you voted in my office. You signed the application. But they hear the things in the news. And, it's like, oh no. But yes, we're glad that's over. So on to 2021 is an odd year. So we only have 2 elections next year, hopefully.
In Mississippi.
Well, thank you for what you do with that, because
In Mississippi, we don't have
that's
to
just-
deal with.
no, wouldn't want to deal with it.
Not dull.
No. Hey, Mary Ann, do you handle elections in Mississippi?
In Mississippi, we don't have to handle county, state, or presidential, but we do the municipal elections. And so I was going to tell y'all that we were very brave last week. 240 Mississippi clerks attended the election training last Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday up in Jackson. And it turned out very well. We were adequately spaced out and had a mask on. But it was, a little different seeing everyone again. It felt good. But I think it went very well.
Good.
We had a good turnout. It was right at 240 of us. We were capped at 240 from the size of the Hilton. So it was interesting. And we didn't get to have our reception on Wednesday night, of course. So we had a hypnotist. And I'd never seen a hypnotist before, but that was more interesting. We had a little entertainment. So it was fun and training all day Thursday. I mean, literally all day, 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock. But anyway, it turned out very well.
Good. Yeah. I saw some pictures on Facebook of that. And
Right.
Yeah. Good.
You know what I'm hearing about elections and from clerks who work in elections is that with such a massive challenge that we had this year, so much went well. There was and we don't talk about that, which is too bad. But it was so well handled and yeah, it's too bad that we're focusing on some of the other challenges that have emerged from it, but so much of it was so planned and handled, and we don't talk about it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, those of us that do elections, I mean, we and our election workers, we take great pride, and I know Marie, as well, and anybody that does elections clerks, we take such great pride in the fact that our elections are secure, and we just so it's been tough listening to all this rhetoric, and when you actually know the truth. But we get through it, and we all know what the real deal is. So.
And I think that you always get comments when you least expect it. We did get some people who did send us emails thanking us for, keeping them as safe as we could, and for helping everybody who had the opportunity to exercise their right, that we were there trying to help them with that. So, those few people more than make up for the not so good eggs out there.
Yeah, I agree. Good job.
Yay. Yay to the election clerks.
We all did good.
My hat's off to you. Oh, gosh.
Mary, you don't do elections?
Ohio, we have nothing. Right, Stacy? Yep.
Right. But I was on some Athenian dialogues that during the election process, and we were sitting for 6 hours, and the one poor clerk, I don't know how she did it, but she had people lined up. Like on one of our intermissions, she went outside and just did a little video of all the people lined up while she was taking her doing the Athenian dialogue. It was outrageous. I don't think I could. I don't know.
That's multitasking. That's
Yeah.
for sure. Oh. Yeah, and just a reminder, if anyone who does Athenian dialogues, the board last month extended virtual dialogues to the end of June of next year. So you'll be seeing more virtual dialogues offerings.
I actually wanted to ask about that because I went to the High Performance Leadership Academy that IIMC had recommended. And so I got the little discount, and it was really a really powerful learning experience, and I would recommend it. It's a little pricey, but it was very interesting, and you get a lot of points for it. So it's kind of worth it. Plus, hold on, I got something.
Don't you love her enthusiasm?
Yeah, I know it. I know.
I got Colin Powell's book. It worked for me in life and leadership, and he signed it.
Oh, that's cool.
And I
Nice.
noticed the book is on your Athenian list. So I was hoping to find a facilitator that would do this year, because I'd really, really love to be able to, use that as part of my education points this year.
Okay.
Mary, that sounds like a Chuck Tokar book.
It does. I can reach out to Chuck to see if he would be interested, and maybe, I don't know if Chuck's done, if he's held any virtual ones. I don't know, but
I don't
we
think he
can,
has.
yeah.
I mean,
What's that?
If
I
you
don't
would
know
need
that
any
I've
help,
seen one.
sorry.
Virtual.
Yeah, but we'll definitely, thanks for the suggestion, Stacy, and we'll work on that and see
Yeah.
if not Chuck,
And if anyone needs assistance with doing something Zoom, I've only attended a few of them, but the ladies that have put it together always had a helper. And so I could easily reach out to that helper and see, what I can do on the other side of it to help the facilitator. I'd be happy to do that.
Okay.
Awesome.
Helper. I'm happy to host on our IIMC Zoom account and set it up and be the helper person. It lets me listen to an Athenian dialogue, so that's an added bonus for me. But if any facilitators haven't facilitated a virtual one yet, and they are hesitant or worried about the technology, I would love to talk to them and offer my help.
And I can certainly vouch for Karen, because she had, like she said, just come on with IIMC. And we did the first ever virtual annual board meeting, and I was freaking out, but she calmed me down. So she definitely earned her keep the first week on the job.
And you did great too, Lana.
Well, hey, Mary, we're all in this working together. That's one thing about clerks. We all stick together, help each other.
Yep, we help each other. That's what's great about this organization.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
I've never been a part of the Athenian dialogue, but I've been looking at it. How do you get started, and what do you do?
First thing would be is to go out on IMC's website and see what are coming up, which dialogues are available, and, look at one that might interest you, and then, go ahead and register for it, and then buy the book. You'll need to purchase the book and read the book before the session.
Okay.
And
I've just had a little tip. I have been using my Kindle for the books. And I think I sent an email asking if it was necessary to buy the books, because a lot of these books are available at your library, and you can access that through your Kindle also if you have that device.
Okay. Yeah, I do. That was another question I had, is if you had to have the actual physical book, or if you could use Kindle version or what.
I never got an answer, so I assume it was okay. And the only thing is that most people are using the actual book, so your page numbers might not match up when you're talking about certain pages.
My experience, and I am an Athenian, my experience has been most of the people I know that really get into the Athenian dialogues do purchase the actual physical book, because they tab it. And I mean, you're going through and you see something about leadership or something you think is a practice you might could put in place in your local organization or even in your own life. As you do more and more Athenians, you start to see those kinds of things. And, you know, you'll put a sticky note on it or make a note or turn the page. I don't like to turn the pages down in my books, but I will put yeah, I'm one of those people. But
Well-
I do put the sticky notes on. So, but I also know that in some of the downloads, you're able to highlight or something like that. It might
Right,
just take you a
right.
little bit longer to, you know, whatever technology, but y'all know I'm old and I'm old school. So I buy the book and put the Post-it notes in it.
Now, we had the board, for board development last month, we did a dialogue on Sully, and which was a great book. I really enjoyed that. We had a great discussion. Camilla Pittman, who's city clerk in Greenville, South Carolina, led the discussion as our facilitator. But going to the Kindle, I've always used a Kindle, and I've never had any problems with it, and yeah, able to highlight, you know, things that I want to remember when we're discussing it that day of the dialogue. So, in fact, Camilla at the dialogue had one of the passengers that was on that plane dial in onto the Zoom and talk about her experience that day. And it was very, very interesting. So, and you can get all different kinds of things in these dialogues. And I think my first one I did was Henry V, and it was awful. It was the hardest book to read. I don't think I finished it. But during the dialogue, Judy Emerson, who was one of our first facilitators from Illinois, she was very good. And she explained the book and brought out a lot of things that we didn't understand. And then she showed a movie. And then it really hit. So it's just, you know, each facilitator does it differently, but you always get something out of it, you know, some leadership or some little tidbit that you can use later on.
And Julie, they usually offer, you know, 3 or 4 Athenian dialogues, you know, prior to the conference every year. So I noticed there's at least 4.
There's 4, right?
4
I
dialogues
saw
coming in May.
I wouldn't be able to attend in person, so that's why I was looking while they're being offered. I think there's 10 that you have to get, and I don't know if I could get
Right.
10 in between now and June 30th or not, but the online would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And
Julie,
I
you
like-
also make sure you fill out the application. I apologize. The application to enter the Athenian, I think it's like $15 so that the Athenians you do are able to do count towards your 10 fellowship.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know there was an application. Okay.
And I think Karen shared the links in the chat, in the chat box. So you can go out there and get the link to the dialogues and all the information.
And we continue to update that.
Great. Well, I think it's 5 o'clock. Our hour has passed.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, Mary.
I know. Let's go. I'm going.
Not here.
All right. See you. Bye.
Thank you. Oh, are you saying goodbye?
Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining. And this was a great discussion. And I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a happy 2021. And we will see you in Grand Rapids. Does anyone else want to have some final comments?
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Yep.
Christmas.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
New Year.
everybody.
Keep
And happy
smiling.
New Year.
Know you're
Yeah.
awesome and we'll
Yeah.
see you in Grand Rapids. We're going to be
We-
positive about this.
Yes,
Put
yes.
it under your pillow and sleep on it.
And it's our 75th anniversary as well, and we've got a lot to celebrate. So
Yes, we do.
yes, yes. So everyone, please take care, and we'll see you all next year.
All right,
Uh,
bye.
Merry
Bye.
Christmas.
Bye.
Bye.